Hi everyone, welcome to this channel. In today's lesson, I will teach you how to deploy a MERN Stack application to production in AWS EC2 and Nginx. Without further ado, let's begin. As you can see in the screen, I will deploy this MERN Stack application to production in AWS. Now, first thing first, you need to create an account on AWS. I have already an account, so I'm already logged in my AWS account. Once you are there, so you can search for a service, the search bar. Okay, search for EC2. It will pop up here. Click on it. And now here we can see how much instances we have, over instances, and click on it. So this is where we show our instances, but we're gonna create one. Okay, first of all, we need to give it a name. We're gonna name it um, MERN Stack app. Okay, and we need to give a key to have access via SSH. But I will use a new one. Okay. Let's name it key MERN Stack. And as I will use a PUD, so this is I will choose PUD option, and then after that, click on this button. Now you see it's download. We're gonna need this, so save it in a secure location. After that, we need to set up our connection. I will use HTTPS and also allow HTTP. Okay, and now everything should be okay. So you have the size. By default, it's 8 GB, and let's launch instances. So it will take a little bit to set up. Now let's download Beauty. Okay, so it's very easy to use via SSH. You see, as a free SSH and telnet client. So you will download here. Okay, now everything is being set up. Okay, so let's click on our EC2 instance. Okay, but there is a very important thing. So you need to choose when create instances of free tier. Okay, now we're gonna access PUD. So let's copy the IP address, and now with PUD, so let's paste it here, SSH option, and click on connection. So we're gonna put here 3600 second. Okay, after that, we need to click on SSH, expand it off, and let's search for our key. So this is the first one is our key. So let's use it. Open. First time you open, so it will say a message to confirm. You will say yes. Okay. And the default user of EC2 instance is EC2-user to log in. And boom, we are logged in. After that, so As you may know, we are using, Node.js, so we will need to install Node.js, and Amazon has a great documentation on how to install Node.js. So we're gonna follow the instructions. Now, first of all, let's copy. So as you can see, as I've told you, so the default user is EC2-user, and to connect via SSH. And now let's process to install Node.js. Okay, so paste and press enter. And after that, we're gonna, so this is to install NVM Node Version Manager. That that means you can have more than one version. Okay, press enter. And now let's install the last version of Node. Okay, press enter. Okay, and now as you can see, we have our Node installed, and you can check for Node-v to check the version. Okay, so so they give this also, it's a test. Okay, so this is the same thing to see the version. From now we are done with Node.js. After that, what we will need to install nginx. Okay, and we're gonna install it the Amazon way. Okay, so as you can see, Amazon dash um this line of code. Okay, nginx1, and press enter. Okay, and we will choose yes, and press enter. Okay, now we have our server installed, but before starting our server, we're gonna check the status. Sudo systemctl status nginx. Okay, as you can see, the server is inactive. And now let's start the server. We're gonna use the same command. We're gonna remove status and replace it with start. And we're gonna run again the status. And as you can see, we have our server running. After that, let's check our browser to check our server. Okay, so we're gonna copy basically, the public IP from here. Okay, and open a new tab, paste here our IP. As you can see, our nginx server is running. After that, as you know, as we are using a Node application and we have our Git folder, um, we'll need to install Git. First of all, we need to configure our server. Okay, as you can see, this is the path to access the config file: /etc/nginx/nginx.conf. So we're gonna open this file, to configure our proxy server. And to do so, we're gonna use vim. Okay, sudo vim. Vim, this is like an editor. Okay, like Notepad, but we are going to use it this like in console. So sudo vim /etc/nginx/nginx.conf to access the file. So there are some people that delete this file and then we create it. So, but we're not going to delete this file. We're gonna only configure, our proxy server to do so. And we will press I in the keyboard and we will use our up and down side of it, and we're gonna comment uh, this by adding each tag, okay, the second line and also the third, okay. After that, we will do the same thing to this and to this, and we will paste our snippet here. Okay, so this is to configure a proxy. So here we use our up and down, and now we're gonna put it in front of the line and press tab just to align. And this is basically to say we have /API. That means our API is, it has a prefix of API. If yours has a prefix, for example, /API /v1, you will add it here. Okay, so I will use two ports. I will use the port 8000 for the back end and the port 3000 for front. And then you press escape on the keyboard, and to save :WQ. Okay, this is to say quit and save. Okay, and then when we open it again, we see our configuration is okay. Okay, so we're gonna, after this modification, we need to restart our server. And then seems like everything is okay. Let's check the status. Okay, our server is still running. And now so what we will need, so we will need to install Git, but Amazon has a package, dependency package called yum, so we're gonna use it to install. So sudo yum install git. So now we have done with the git, and we're gonna install our project folder. So hover it and click and copy, okay, the link. So to install project, so we're gonna use sudo git clone, okay. So we see we have npm install, but now let's copy a project folder. Sudo git clone, okay, this is the link. Stop. So everything is okay. So let's see inside our project folder. Okay, so now let's type npm I. Okay, now seems like we have an error of permission error. So this is kind of easy to fix. Okay, we have a permission. So we need to give the root folder a permission to add, new element, to install our Node.js folder. Okay, so this is easy. So we're gonna go back and add this snippet of code, sudo chmod, okay, -r777, get to our folder, and now it should be okay to install our Node.js. As you can see in the screen, our Node modules is being installed. Okay, and now let's update our npm package. Okay, so we will install it globally, and after that, so let's move inside our front end folder. Okay, so we need to do the same thing to install our um, node modules. Okay, seems like everything is set up, so we're gonna make a test, okay, to see if everything is okay by running npm start. Okay, it take a little time. Okay, after that, so we have our React is running with the test, but we need to check it in our browser. So the first time you will load it after update our config file to use proxy, the first time you do say bad gateway, and after adding React, um, let's try to reload it again. As you can see, we are in business. We have our React running in our nginx server, but the backend is not yet set up, so it is a test. So it is good to test our process when we are configured to kind of figure out what's going on. From now, so we'll need to go back, okay, to our console, and from there we need to kill the server. Okay, we'll need to kill the frontend server. Now, what I'm going to do, I will need, to configure the backend server. I need to install the .env, to create the .env file. Okay, sudo touch.env, and then vim, okay, sudo vim .env, okay, to edit the file. And after that, I will add off camera the credentials, okay, my config file. So for one of the important thing, I have a variable name node underscore env that says production, that say development and production. For example, if I am on development, it will say development. Now I will add it, I will configure it as production. And to do so, we will need, as we are deployed to production our application, we'll need to, build our React folder so that it use um, the static file. Okay, now let's run npm one build in our frontend folder. Okay, from now it will take a little bit of time. Okay, and as you can see, we have our static file is being built. Okay, so now we are going outside our project folder, so we'll need even we close our console so that our project keep running. Okay, so to do so, we are going to install a package called pm2, that is to say production manager, npm I pm2-g, okay, to install it globally. Okay, after the installation, so we're gonna go inside our project folder, inside front end. So we're gonna run, our application. Okay, and to do so, we paste the snippet pm2 start nginx, and we're gonna name it front end. Okay, and we have a script named start. Okay, so you will see that you see the name in the table, and then press enter. As you can see, you see the name front end, okay, and our server is running. This is the name that we gave. Okay, so our server, our React front-end application is running. Okay, and we need to do the same thing. So we're gonna go back one step up, and in the root folder, we need to do the same thing for our server. And let's paste the snippet to have the same thing. And from now, let's now, as you can see, we are in a root folder of our project, and we're gonna run this pm2 start. Okay, and the name that we gave is as you can see in the table. So you see we give each of it a name, and the default user is EC2-user. Okay, but I have a script name server. Okay, and in the table you can see. And let's reload our application again. Okay, as you can see, we have our application running on EC2 server instance, okay, on EC2 instance and nginx. Okay, as you can see, everything is okay, but we have a last step. We need to add a domain, okay, to deploy. But I'm gonna use this. I'm not an affiliate, but I bought this domain just for the purpose of this lesson. I've bought it. I bought it $1 and some cents. Okay, and we will need to expand this. As you can see, this is the domain eshop.website, and let's expand. Okay, the domain, and I will need to edit the IP address. We'll need to a configuration, and I will need to change the IP to my public IP here. Okay, so from now, let's copy our IP address, okay, our public IP, and then to edit each one of IP. Okay, let's copy and edit the first one. Let's copy and let's save the first one, and then edit the second one and save, and the last one and save. After that, it will take a little uh, time. It could be more. It will take a time to the domain propagation. Okay, and after that, we should see our application running. Okay, so let's open a new tab. Let's add our domain. Okay, but first of all, we're gonna check if the domain was properly propagate. So as you can see, with what's my DNS, we have our domain using our public IP. of our instance, Amazon instance. And now let's add it on the browser. Okay. So now we see we have an error, invalid post header. So I kind of know what's going on. So this is a React error. Okay. And this question was asked on Stack Overflow, and there is many way to solve this. But the sweet one that um, I like, um, how they say we could solve this. They go inside the root folder of the front end application and create, a new file, a .env file. Okay, so this is how um, we can do this. And to do so, we're gonna um, create a new file by typing sudo touch.env, and then with Vim editor, so we'll edit this .env file. Okay, and we will need to add this snippet. Okay, and then we save and quit. Okay, so after quit, we need to, I mean, uh, so we put the snippet more on top of our file, and then we need to stop, I mean, the front end server, and then to start it again to take effect. Okay, so to do so, we're gonna use PM2. So PM2 is a package, is production manager. So we're gonna use it to stop our front end. So we have the in our table name a front end. So PM2 stop front end. Okay. So as you can see in the table, front end is being stopped, and we're gonna start it again. Start front end, and as you can see, we have both front end and back end running. So to check it again in our browser. Okay, let's try to reload again. Okay, guys and girls, as you can see, so we have successfully deployed our MERN Stack application in Amazon EC2 with an Nginx server. Okay, so that's it. We can navigate, so we can go to sign in. You see, um, everything is working great. So that was it. And if you have question, please use the comment section. And if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. So this is to encourage us, to make more video, and don't forget to share it to your friends so that more people can watch our video. And with that being said, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.